One of the biggest reasons that folks cling to social dependency is the fear of what others might say or think of them. It's a very real human feeling we all experience and truly fear, especially in today's age of social media where we are witness to the mob's pressure all the time. The mob will shame and defame whoever they feel is wrong or whoever steps out of line. And they see it as holding others accountable, but accountable to what? Their own feelings of what is moral to them? And this goes for everybody. Both sides of the political spectrum are guilty of the mob mentality. And that's the problem nowadays, is that morality is no longer objective. It's defined by political, emotional, or religious morality. And if any of your morals are out of line with your social circle or society at large, the mob tends to swarm you like sharks when they smell blood. Trust me, this is something I've experienced firsthand myself. So how do you get around this though? How do you make it so people won't fuck with you when you start thinking differently or for yourself? Well, the truth is you can't. You have to accept the fact that they will attack you. So the better question to ask yourself is, can you handle the pressure? Can you handle the insults, the mudslinging, the defamation, libel, slander, and the shunning of the mob that is to come? It's certainly hard, but if I can endure it, so can you. You have to remember humans are inherently emotional and tribal creatures. And when you step outside the tribe, they tend to get a bit indignant and go on the offensive because, well, how dare you think differently or dare to defy the group? But when you remember that this is all part of the human condition, it's easier to get through it by understanding that they are just doing as is in their nature to do so. And even if you feel like they should or shouldn't be like this, you need to remember that it is within your own nature to act the same. This is why you must always regard reason and logic as the highest virtue over emotional outrage. And this will help bring you peace and understanding of other humans in order to be unbothered and unprovoked by human nature. You have to remember that you cannot control the actions and emotions of others, only yours. And the ability to control your own emotions despite the actions of others towards you will determine your ability to withstand the storm that may happen to you when you decide to step outside their circle. It sounds passive, I know, but patience is going to be your key to remaining emotionally unprovoked as well as maintaining a stable mental environment. Understand that there is nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. But if you're going to do it without emotional reaction. Be above the mob. And if you decide to respond, do it with logic and reason. The moment you react under the influence of emotion is the moment you sink to the level of the mob where no intelligence exists and emotional chaos rules. If you do respond, don't do it with immediate reaction as your amygdala would try to get you to do. Viktor Frankl said, "Between stimulus and response, there is space. In that space, there is the power to choose, and in our response lies our growth and our freedom." So give some time to think strategically, tactically, logically. Chances are, however, when you do decide to respond, the mob will probably have moved on, and there would be no utility in wasting your time. Fighting against the mob oftentimes means that you think that whatever you might have to say will be heard or understood, but it won't, and anything said will be taken out of context through willful ignorance to further harm you. Remember, the mob is an emotionally driven creature, devoid of any logic or reason, so anything said by you will fall on deaf ears. The mob just wants their emotional outrage and to be heard, and they want their cause to have an effect. Fighting against a mob in which you cannot influence emotions or actions is a futile fight, one where you will experience more anxiety that turns your mental environment into a more hostile environment than the mob would. You will become more frustrated, upset, anxious about something that you can't control. So for this reason, you must find comfort that your decisions, thinking, actions are logical, rational, and objectively virtuous according to the 4 Stoic pillars of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. If you cannot find that the mob is wise about their anger, courageous in their approach, just in their treatment, or temperate in their actions, then you should not worry yourself about the opinions of the mob, but pity their ignorance, rather finding yourself angry or annoyed. The path to social independence and internal peace is knowing that you've made the right rational decisions, and that the reaction of the mob is irrational and unjust. Finally, remember this quote by Marcus Aurelius: "The object is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." It's okay to think for yourself, and the cost is worth it if you value your independence and mental autonomy from the hive mind.